This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com, back with the daily wrestling news update. I just earlier did a review of the Liver King's supposed apology for taking steroids. And from the comments people are saying on there, a lot of them are like, why do people care? And for those who don't know why people care, it's because he was insisting that he never took steroids prior to this. And then I guess his drug dealer or whatever outed him for some reason. So he had to come clean. But if he had been admitting that he'd taken stuff all along, I don't think people would care. But yeah, he looks like a steroid guy. He has the Lex Luger look. Anyways, also Frank Dukes, who not only was a stunt coordinator on Bloodsport, but was a great martial artist, supposedly in his own history, and supposedly Bloodsport was based on him. He did an interview on the Old School Shooters podcast on this channel today. I will interview Frank Dukes myself. I was supposed to. I haven't gotten around to it yet. But let me get into the news here. Kurt Angle did a podcast where he said he's not sure if he's going to return to the ring, but he'd be open to doing something like a tag match like Ric Flair did, where he's working with younger wrestlers that didn't expose him because he's not exactly the same wrestler he used to be. So in other words, for the right money and situation, he would do it. AEW, they just signed more and more and more wrestlers. They've signed Juice Robinson from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now keep in mind, guys, on Access TV, New Japan gets either no ratings or 0.01. And AEW wonders why they're getting less and less and less popular. They keep signing guys that appeal to the smart mark audience that's already their audience. And they sign more and more and more of these little cruiserweight guys or these Japanese guys that nobody from the mainstream gives a fuck about, because you have to be a smart mark to follow the Japanese wrestling scene. But anyways, he's a multi-billionaire. He can do whatever he wants. But again, another guy that's not going to make any difference. Lacey Evans put out a Marine training video on the WWE's YouTube channel. I watched it. And I did notice they showed her doing 3 chin-ups, but it was a different angle every time. So you have to assume she was only doing 1 chin-up at a time. And there was also a video on SmackDown where Karrion Kross said Rey Mysterio is his quote-unquote next victim, but he was just beat by Drew McIntyre in his first big match back at Elimination, or was it Crown Jewel, I think? So was that his last victim, him losing at Crown Jewel? I don't know. I understand he's not the best on the mic, but he had a lot. Karrion Kross had a lot of hoopla coming in, and it seems like that hoopla left pretty fast. So hope everyone has a good Saturday.